is more than a half hour or so, yes? Then what you can do is you can magnify, take each of those and multiply them by 5. Okay, so you're going to get about 15 minutes of intro, yes? About 15 minutes of intro. You're going to get about 25 minutes of nonsense in between, yes? And then certainly you're going to get 5 minutes of rambling at the end, yes? It's guaranteed at this point. It's guaranteed. Whether he's walking around ranting, whether he's forcing Megan out to rant during the defunct P2P motivations, okay? So whether he's out there ranting or whether he's sitting his big old down on that couch, it's guaranteed, okay? You're going to get an intro, you're going to get some nonsense, and you're going to get some rambling. In that order, yes? But all right, so I'm going to give my reaction to that recent video here. All right, so they start out the video by them marching in or strolling in onto the set. Obviously, it's a bit staged, okay? And so, it's hard to take some of this stuff seriously when you can see the scripting in advance. He talked about them starting out the nodcast with worship, which was good. And so I'm not gonna mess with their worship. I'm not gonna mess with their however they choose to conduct this. I'm not gonna mess with it. Only thing to note was how they walked in, how they marched in, how he put pressure on Megan to start the song. I guess it was a song that some minister back in Jackson taught them. It was based on some African language, maybe Swahili. I guess the woman interpreted, she gave an interpretation of the song that they were singing. And I just say, normally we try to be careful about singing, not just singing, about speaking in languages that we're not familiar with, yes? About speaking in language that we're not accustomed to, and then having someone interpret it for us and tell us what it means, okay? And so for all they knew, the song could have involved some type of Satan worship, as far as they knew, yes? Okay, or some type of atheist type of approach. We did hear some Jesus in there, so it did sound like there was some Jesus in there, but we don't know for a fact what they were saying about Jesus. But it's in line with what they've been doing around the IAG. Tim, I guess he reads certain passages of the Bible, he interprets them, and then he passes them down to Megan and the boys. Okay, so it's consistent. It's consistent with what Tim does with his Ready Tim writers. It's consistent. Okay, so he interprets certain things.